Hello, Radiant Soul Light. Great to connect with you. Yes, I mean you. Thank you for being with me on my path. I'm so honored that you are journeying with me and just so appreciative of the connection through your comments, emails. Some of you have joined me on my Soul Path journey with Michele on Patreon. Some of you I see on Instagram. Some of you we've had personal readings together. Some of you have been doing my workshops and courses, my tarot course, which we have another one coming up. If you're interested, let me know. You can email me at michele@soulplayground.life. Wow, you guys are amazing. Just the growth, just the wisdom. It's so amazing to be a part of it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Glad you found me. I hope you get some insight, some understanding, clarification, and hopefully you'll feel a resonance and join this amazing heart-connected community. So, as you know, I've changed it up a bit. There will be timestamps. This is soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. I'm going to be looking at the energetic pattern. I'm almost wanting to call this like the pulse. I feel like I'm getting into this pulse. And because we have a lot of changes coming up, especially 2022 to 2023, actually 2025 and 6, but there's some really, and many of you are feeling it already, big changes as to how we create, how we manifest, how we live and love. So a lot of you are getting a lot more discernment into relationships and what it is that really makes your heart sing. So I'm clarifying with, I'm not sure what it's called. If somebody knows, I forgot. This is the original tarot. It's not called that. I think it's moon something. I'm not sure. But then for the individual readings, I am going to use the Muse Tarot because I feel it's a time for a lot of creativity. So if you are entrepreneurial, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you have an idea, if you have something that you want to put out there into the world, now it's going to bug me. Some of you know how I am. Okay, it's just going to bug me that, what is the name of this? Key to the Magic Seer. Okay, some of you probably already knew. So Magic Seer. As I'm getting more organized to do more of the videos and connect with you more on online communities and sharings, I will be putting a lot of the decks that I use. I have a lot of decks. I've been doing this for 30 years or so. Wow, this much wants to come out. Okay, Spirit saying, no more talking. Let's go. Okay, so soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. So the energy, and many of you are feeling it, spring. I know the astrological aspects are pointing to this upsurge in energy, and many of you may be feeling it as a restlessness. Now, I'm really hearing from the spirit guides that it's individually your higher self is going to be guiding you to learn to channel your energy better. I mean, I've been this morning processing something, or realizing someone I know close to me is, narcissist. Has a lot of narcissistic characteristics. I mean, we all have some level of narcissistic wounding. This reading isn't about that. I don't want to get into that. So you may be processing things like, how do I deal with a supervisor? How do I deal with this boss? How do I deal with this family member? How do I deal with this situation? How do I deal with this situation within me? I mean, that's what I've been asking myself. How do I, we're asking ourselves, process and manage other people's energy and their patterns, their relating patterns. Hey, everyone, we all have to get this because we are moving into a sphere of more relating and more relational connecting, collaboration, cooperation, community. I call this time period the CEOs. You know, when we hit 2011, there was an energetic pattern that shifted. It's preparing us for that Aquarian age that we're kind of in the beginning room of. You know, some say we're in the hallway, we're in the foyer, we're going into this. And it's a lot about collaboration. It's groups, group work. It's beyond family. It's seeing that our family is humanity. So how do we deal with this? So this is the situation. And again, the energy for everyone is Page of Wands. So I do get there's a lot of perhaps communication, clarifying issues for a lot of people. And again, the soul stories, these stacks, these piles that you pick a card or pick a stack or pick a pile, however you want to look at it, is going to hone in how this is affecting you more. And this is what you're putting out in the world. Yeah, see, there's a feeling of how do I do this? Because many of you are getting now thrust into, you've had a heart opening. You've had this, you're at a different level of understanding, perhaps feeling more vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there more, whether it's online, into the world as general, generally, into relationships, into family. You're saying, hey, this is who I am. This is how I am. Many of you are coming out, whatever that means, whether it's sexually, whether it's by your orientation, whether it's by lifestyle, whether it's about, hey, I'm a psychic, I'm a channel. I love what I'm starting a YouTube channel, or yeah, I'm leaving my corporate job and I'm going to publish books. Whatever it is, you're coming out more. You're coming out. You want the world to see. That's what it is. That's the soul call. The soul says, I want the world to see me, how I really am, not with all these layers and cover-ups. And this is the energy that's coming back to you. So this is the energy that's coming back, is the Three of Wands, which is don't compromise your integrity, your values. It's also coming to a certain level and looking and seeing just how far you've come. So there could be a lot of reflection energy, what I'm getting. I'm getting courage to stand your ground. I'm getting reflection. I'm getting a deeper connection to yourself as a soul being, as a unique being. And here's the issue is the devil. And in this case, I feel that the energy that's swirling around, especially for many star seeds, light workers, way showers, people that are awakening more or newly awakening, like, can I really live this way? Can I really manifest? That's what the devil has to say. Or am I tied to relationships and situations and jobs and careers that don't let my soul shine? This is the energy that's coming in. This is the process, is strength. Shine anyway. Okay, just try it. If you feel like something or doing something that allows you to shine more, that's more life enhancing, this is the call to do it. You've got, Seven of Wands is also a bit about courage. It's having conviction and courage to rise above, to let yourself rise above the other energies or ideas or beliefs or opinions or criticisms. And here's the outcome, Empress. So this is what I'm hearing from Spirit, is this is all about abundance, opening up to the feminine. I just posted something on Facebook today. I'm doing this reading on Wednesday, right before my podcast, Awakenings with Michele Meiche. Every Wednesday. Love to see you all there. I do readings. Also, you can call in. We have great guests. So this is all about an up-leveling. Okay, this is all the energy. All of this is happening and being brought up for all of us to look at, is to believe again in the abundance, the possibilities, to move more into the divine feminine of fecundity. Taurus, Virgo. Being of service, but receiving, not being a slave, being in service, but not servitude. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of opening. Now, what's interesting, let's get to the soul stories. Again, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. And I think I'm just going to roll through it because some of you have been emailing me and leaving comments that more than one is resonating for you. So just pause for a minute, but probably as I've been tuning in and doing the cards, you probably already know. And look, we've got 3 major arcana as to where you're going. So this is a big energetic shift. The first soul story, we've got citrine. So again, the message for soul story number 1 has something to do with abundance and opening up and manifesting. And I do feel this is about manifesting your dreams, your desires, your goals, believing it. Okay. And maybe at some level, it's like, can you put things out there and pause? Can you take a break? Can you receive. That's what I'm hearing, soul story number 1. Okay, so the chakra that you're connecting with this week, ooh, what did I say? Oh my God, I could feel it. I said maybe you need to pause, like you're putting work out there. Can you pause and receive, knowing that you did a job well done? You got workaholic. Okay. So that you're tying into your devil energy of avoiding, like, is it overconsumption, overdoing, overworking? Is it perfectionism? The universe is asking you to look at this. This is the lens. This is the piece. The piece that you hold right now is shifting the not good enough piece. Working, overdoing, overworking. Can you pause to receive? There's strength in pausing is what I'm hearing. There's strength in pausing. So again, that's the bind that's holding you. Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level. So there's deep healing. So you need to understand, and again, this is a timeless reading, but I'm tailoring it for the energies of this weekend. I'm looking in that portal. And then we've got no place like home. So the thing that I feel is you have to really feel, you have to really work on in a light way or play on. Your focus needs to be on feeling at home in the universe, in the world, in the earth, and trusting that the abundance of the earth is there for you without having to overdo. I want to say, soul story number 1, you deserve it. You deserve whatever it is you want. And I'm hearing from your higher self, it is written. It is already deemed that we receive this. It's already deemed that we have this. You just have to trust on the timing. So there is a transformation that's taking place. You don't need to push anymore. I almost feel like you need to be on like a skateboard, just skating along. You'll get the call when to push more. Or, your perseverance right now is kind of skating, skiing. It's let the momentum of what you've created and generated move you. You'll feel it opening a gap where you need to start maybe applying more effort. So follow through, follow up on what you're doing. Some of you, this is work related. You're moving. Many of you, I feel in soul story number 1, could be leaving a certain job, maybe even a relationship, but there is something that you're moving on from, or it could be a different way of working. Okay, I'm hearing people see me differently now. I want to be seen differently. So you're shifting. Spirit said, it's happening already on a cellular level. The next, from the energetic to the cellular, the next will be through your emotions and how you respond and how you act and what you draw in. All right, soul story number 1, I hope that gave you some insight and understanding as to where you are on your path right now. Much peace and so light. All right, soul story number 2, you've got the wonderful rose quartz, and I do feel big, heart opening. I do feel, this is here, I'm hearing communicate how you feel, communicate what you feel. Many of you are empaths is what I'm hearing. And it's getting comfortable that you feel so much. Oh, look at this. Time for a nap. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. Ooh, so this is something, it's so interesting because I touched on the narcissistic traits. And you guys can look that up. I'm sure many of you know of it, especially the dynamic with an intuitive or an empath. And it's your destiny. You're following your destiny. So some of you have cut cords or ties in a recent relationship. The biggest thing that I'm hearing from Spirit right now, though, very lovingly to you, is that you can cut ties energetically. You don't have to keep holding people up or propping people up. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to cut people out of your life. And again, the issue, what's coming up this weekend, and whenever you're watching this video, is the lovely devil. And again, the devil is what we're too attached or tied to, and we believe perhaps that's the only reality. But it is Capricorn, and it's ruled by Saturn. So it does have to do with structure and form and building, has to do with the earth plane. The devil has to do with our ideas and ideology, our beliefs. Are we bound to them so tightly that they're chains that hold us back or give us a fixed view. That's what I feel for you, soul story number 2. Your destiny is to break your family bonds, chains. And perhaps, how do you let go? How do you have love for someone, or feel a connection for someone, or see their gifts, but also see perhaps the behavior that is not life enhancing and maybe even abusive? And this is more about you adjusting you and your behavior, adjusting your way you experience and express people and the earth plane, how they inhabit that, because you can't cut everyone out of your life. We just can't, and we don't want to. So we all have our issues. We all have what we're working through. But for some of you, your destiny is you're working with people. So if you're wondering, I want to work with people, I want to counsel, I do counselors, nurses. I feel some of you are even working with people that are quite perhaps ill. So you have to find a way to not take that home. You have to find a way to retreat, to take a break emotionally, to take a break from the load, to take a break from the caretaking. You are on your path to destiny, but I do feel there is a shift. There's a shift up, a turnaround that's coming up for you, where you may be releasing some of these obligations, or many of you, if you're not releasing the obligations, you have a different view towards them. You have a different understanding. You have a different perspective, a different way of handling or managing. This is why I guess you got the rose quartz, is because also love, but to communicate love, communicate how you feel. So you may have to tell some people, this is how I feel, or this is what I'm doing, with love, because you are coming from love, soul story number 2. You got a lot of love. You really do. But you do have to manage your energy a bit more and protect your energy. You might find people kind of getting in your head. You can't stop thinking about them. You're concerned, or you see their behavior and it's like, you want to do something, you want to fix something. This is definitely my way shower. I'm sure everybody here to some degree is a light worker, a way shower in the helping professions, but this is very much caretaker. No matter what your profession is, you are always showing up and caretaking. I do feel this is my group that's a lot of healers, maybe even Reiki. I feel a lot of you working with energy. But there is something about you communicating more of what you need and want with love, or how something hurt you, what harmed you, and even with yourself. I'm hearing like to just, and look at this here. For some reason, wow, this is a very powerful stone. I just took these out. I had them kind of tucked away. Call back your power, but look at the color there. See, your power is your heart, is your empathy. You're very empathetic. You're very strong, soul story number 2. Yeah, you're soft, you're open, you're vulnerable, but you're very strong because you see things as they really are. You're very compassionate. Yeah, you lose your temper, you're upset. Yeah, it's not about that. It's the overall view. And you are on your path to destiny. So if you've been asking about that, you are on your path to destiny. You may need a little bit of a break, time for a nap. You may need, more for you, I feel it's like time to turn it off, okay? So this energetic pattern that's here right now is helping you move forward on more things that are more fulfilling for you, okay? That's kind of a form of self-love here. Some of you, there is concern about a child is what I'm hearing. So you're working through something with a child. So there's some things you have to communicate with love. Okay, very interesting. I don't know. I haven't looked at the astrology. It's a passion and love of mine, but I'm feeling that there's something with Mercury. There's something with communication this weekend and perhaps the next few weeks to months. If you're viewing this video when I uploaded it. So there's a lot about communication, or not feeling I can communicate, or recognizing what's safe to communicate or what someone can handle. So soul story number 2, I feel like you're going to be kind of balancing that out, your needs and another person's needs, wherever this fits for you. So, but you're doing the right thing. You're on the path. Just trust your intuition, trust your feeling, trust your heart. Your higher self is, you're so connected, many of you, to your higher self. Some of your higher self is really wanting to connect with you and say, look, hand it to me. Your higher self is you. Hand it to that part of you. Trust spirit more. Okay, trust spirit more. All right, soul story number 2. Thank you. I keep forgetting to do the mantra, but okay, I'm probably going to do it after this. Maybe I'll do a mantra for the whole energy pattern if you stay with me. Because I do feel like this is, I'm loving these readings. I hope you're loving the way that I'm doing it. I feel like there's just this next level of awakening for so many of you, or so many of you are living more awake, and some of you are newly awakening. And we awaken into different aspects or parts of our life and to life in general. So your awakening is going to happen individually, okay, in an individual, unique way. There's some similarities for everyone, but you may be awakening to different aspects of your soul is what I'm hearing. Clarity of purpose, soul story number 3. Okay, you've got the quartz crystal here. You're moving forward. You have to let someone know. Wow, there's a message here for a lot of people. Got to let someone know, no more going in a different direction. This isn't going to happen. Complete, moving on. I've got to get clarity. That's what I'm hearing. I've got to get clarity. I've got to be clear. I'm getting the clarity. Things are moving. Soul story number 3, you're diving into this energy. That's the energetic pattern that's happening right now. You're really embracing it, clearing up communication, moving forward. Some of you are doing things online, social media. Some of you, I feel, script writing. You're really putting it out there. So let's see what's happening here. Oh, message in a bottle, communication. This to me, though, is communication, but it's also, I feel, writing. For some of you, your higher self is saying you need to start writing, put it out there. Ooh, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? That's told you this is what's happening, but I feel like you're answering it. Soul story number 3, you're answering it. Ooh, confusion, you're coming out of confusion. So if you're confused about something or someone, you're going to be coming out of it. Many of you are already coming out of the confusion, hence the clear quartz, seeing clearly. I would actually, soul story number 3, I would actually meditate with the clear quartz, even laying down and putting a clear quartz on your 3rd eye, on the 6th chakra there. Or you can do a gazing meditation where you have amazing clear quartz. Let's see, this one's pretty clear. And you just soften your eyes and you look at the quartz, and then you look at your heart. Now you can start with your eyes open and then you close them and see the clear quartz in your mind's eye. So some of you, this is about clarity of purpose. This is about moving forward on your dreams, your goals, your desires. You're going to. Spring is going to be very opening for you. A lot of abundance, a lot of emails, texting, communication. I feel the devil energy for you is just clearing up the confusion. And if something or someone is confusing or confusing you, it's okay to say, I see that confusion, but I go over here, to just leave it. And I feel like this card is showing this, actually. It's like, I almost want to say your higher self is just saying, okay, we don't understand this, or this person is saying this, but their actions are saying that. That's okay. Just let it be. So you're learning a higher level of detachment. And that's perhaps the devilly energy for you, is like you get too involved and you also like to fix things and you like to make things right. You like to wrap it up in a little bow. I get it. I kind of can be like that. So your mind is kind of like going round and round, like, okay, I want to, I don't want this to happen again. But you're going to have to just let things go and work themselves out. Or understand that not all facts are there. More facts are needed. Things need to play out more. But that doesn't need to stop you. Okay, this message is to tell you, don't stop believing. Oh my God, isn't that a song? I can't believe I'm getting a song, but I really feel like that needs to be your mantra right now. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. So you're planning something, you're creating something for your tomorrow. Whenever, is that the next day? Is that the next hour? Is that the next 3 months? Is that the next level of your soul unfolding and expression, your next level of experience? You've got some ideas, some big ideas. Follow through on it. You don't have to have everything wrapped up and placed in a bow. It's not everything is going to be neat and tidy in life. It gets untidy. You know, the ducks get in a row but ducks move. So you're having to really free up, but I feel you are with this 3 of Wands. You are freeing up to move forward. You are freeing up. Some of you, this has to do with business, commerce, creating an online platform, launching something, writing a book. I'm getting a lot with writers, or you're going to be doing a lot of writing. You're really moving forward, and you have to understand not everything or everyone comes with you or at the same pace. You're not going to be alone. In fact, I feel like there's a lot of abundance for you that's coming in. Okay. So I'm going to pick one muse. I guess the mantra is don't stop believing. Yeah. I now have the trust and belief to move forward on my dreams, my goals, my desires. That's for everyone. So on some level, all of you are leveling up. 2 of Voices, meditation will help. So if there's confusion, if there's indecision, you need to just move forward. And it's bringing you the 9 of materials. It's bringing you the 9 of Pentacles. It's your own work. And the 6 of inspiration, 6 of Wands. So acclaim, success. So I feel like there's a lot great happening in this reading. And this weekend is kind of a turning point for you, for many of you. If you're getting this reading later, whenever you get this reading, I feel like the turning point is like 3 to 7 days. And then expect some kind of growth, expansion, acknowledgement, financial payment, something coming in 3 to 5 months, okay? So you're kind of in a prep stage for this next level of expression, experience, whatever it is that you're focused on right now. All right, Radiant Soul Lights, thanks for being a part of my path and my journey, and it's an honor. And I so appreciate being a part of your path and journey. So keep connected, get the notifications, subscribe, connect with me on my Patreon community. Love to see you there. Come out to Instagram and hang out there for a bit. And yeah, let's keep in touch. Much peace and soul light.